Hello guys, my name is Kiki and welcome to my channel. I've been a crafter for almost 30 years. Yeah, that long. But if you want to learn how to decorate your home on a budget, hit the subscribe and the like and stay tuned. DIY number 1, and we're gonna take this jar that I have from some vitamins, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove that plastic completely so I have the jar. Then I'm gonna take black felt and I'm gonna cover my jar with that black felt. And for that I'm just gonna add a little bit of hot glue over here, roll it, and then add more hot glue over here on top of it, and then just place it until it is glued. As you can see, I'm having some issues with that because, well, my hot glue and my felt, it's limited because of the power issues that we had. Now I'm gonna use this beard set that I got from Amazon. You will find a link to my Amazon front store in the description box down below, so you can go and check them out. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue them like this to the jar. Then I'm gonna grab the bead that came with it and I'm gonna glue that bead over here in the hole that it has. And now we have the basics of a gnome. Now I'm gonna take this fabric that I got from Walmart and I'm gonna cut a piece of that in a triangular shape like this. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the hat for my gnome, so that's why I'm measuring it. Now I'm gonna add some hot glue in one of the corners like this on one of the sides, and then I'm gonna fold it on itself like that. Then I'm gonna flip it over, being really careful because we use hot glue, and I'm just gonna make sure that we have a pointy point on the top of the triangle. Then when we finish with that, we are gonna just make sure that there is a pointy point and we're gonna cut all the excess. After that, we're gonna measure again, make sure that it fits, and then we're gonna grab some polyfill that I have over here from an old pillow. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just fill this triangle to make the hat. We're gonna fill it, but not completely. We're gonna leave a little bit of the bottom part without that filling. Now I'm taking another piece of fabric to make the arms, and as you can see, it's a rectangle, and I'm just gonna add some hot glue like that, glue it on itself, cut the excess, and flip it over after I closed one of the ends. After I flip that one over, as you can see, I'm just flipping it using one dowel like that. I flipped it over, and now we have the arms. I'm so sorry for the background noises. I have been having a little bit of power issues, and this is the best that I got. And now I'm just gonna fill them like this using more of that polyfill completely until I have them filled so they look like arms and not like a straw. And we're gonna fill them like that, being careful and adding a little bit at a time to make sure that they look straight and not wobbly. Now I'm gonna cut a rectangle of this felt and I'm gonna make the hands out of them. As you can see, it is round and I'm gluing it to the thingy that we made, the arm. And now I'm gonna repeat the same steps with the other arm. I'm gonna make sure that this one is filled but not to the top. We want a little bit of that arm to be a little bit wobbly so we can just arrange it on our gnome. Now I'm gonna repeat that with the other one, but first I measured. Now I lost a little bit of the footage over here, but as you can see, I added my hat and I also added some rope around it to make it look cuter. Now I'm gonna finish this up like that, and I added also the arms. And I'm just gonna cut the excess, add a little bit of hot glue, glue it together like that, and now we're gonna add to the arms the beautiful honey dipper. And for that, I'm gonna make a beautiful buffalo check ribbon bow like this, and I'm gonna add that to my honey dipper. But first, let me tie it with a little bit of twine like this, and then I'm gonna cut the excess when I make sure that it is fluff and it is looking beautiful. And I'm gonna cut the excess so I can glue that to my honey dipper. And for that, I'm gonna use a little bit of hot glue after I dovetail my tails. and I glued it. Now I'm gonna glue that to the arms of my gnome, and I tried for this to show up on camera as best as I could, but I'm just gluing it with hot glue. And after that, we have a beautiful gnome. But I want to add a little bit something extra because you know me, I'm extra, so I added a bee on that honey dipper. Now I want to add a bead over here on a pointy part, and those are the beads that I got from Amazon. I'm gonna glue it there, and now we have it. Let me just add another bee over here. And with that, we have a beautiful gnome. Look at that. He's so cute, but let me show you. Here you can see it, and I'm so happy with how this gnome turned out. He's super cute, but I want to know what you think, so let me know in the comments below what you think about this one, because yeah, you know me, I'm biased and I love it. And this is part of the Spring Bee Collab, and I'm joining this beautiful and talented group of ladies, and we are all making bee-themed DIYs. So go to my description box down below, check out the playlist because I know you're gonna love what you see there, and also go and check them out on their channels because they are so talented and so sweet. I love them. For DIY number 2, what we're gonna take is a bee that I got from Amazon and some black paint, and I'm gonna paint this bee completely with the black paint. As you can see, I am having some issues with my paintbrush, but I'm gonna paint it completely. When I cover everything from that front of the bee, I'm gonna take this chicken wire and I'm gonna take this spray paint and I'm gonna paint a piece of this. And I paint it, and here you can see it, and it is looking so cute. Now I'm gonna take this basket and I'm gonna measure my chicken wire to this basket and cut the excess. As you can see, I'm going around and cutting all of that excess because we wanna make this a honeycomb kind of basket. Let me just cut it. Now I'm just folding them to the inside so I can place this on the inside of the basket like that. Then I'm gonna add some hot glue to the sides like this, all around, and I'm gonna add that chicken wire to make sure that it is secured. So I'm gonna go all around it like that. Then I'm gonna bring these tulips that I got from Walmart like a couple of years ago, and I'm gonna start placing them inside of my basket just like that. And I'm gonna add all of them like this until I have filled that side. And when we finish with that, we're gonna glue this beautiful bee that we painted on the side like this. After that, we're gonna make a beautiful bow to the bottom so we have a little bit something extra because you know me, I'm extra. So I'm gonna tie it with a little bit of twine over here. And when I have it, I'm gonna cut the excess and I'm gonna glue it to one of the corners. Let me just fluff it because fluffing is the most important part of a bow so it looks cute. So I'm just fluffing it, and now I'm gonna glue it over here with a little bit of hot glue. And now I'm gonna bring my bees, and I have those too, but I decided on these ones that have the sticky back, and I'm just gonna glue them like that on our honeycomb or chicken wire. And when we finish with that, I'm gonna add one more to the center of my bow, and that will be it for this beautiful wall hanging, because it is a wall hanging basket. And now here you can see it, and I'm so in love with this one. It's simple, it's beautiful, and it's covered with bees. What else I can ask for? If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I would love for you to subscribe and become part of our YouTube family. But if you're a returning subscriber, you know how much I love you. DIY number 3, and for this one, we're gonna make something quick and beautiful, and I'm gonna start by painting this beautiful bee on black color like that. And as you can see, we continue having those issues with the paintbrush. But I'm gonna cover it completely, all those front parts and all of those. And then I'm gonna take this triangle that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna remove that label. And for that, I have discovered that the best way is to use your heat tool. It makes the glue melt and you can remove it easily. Now I'm gonna take plaster from Waverly. You're also gonna find in my Amazon From store all the plaid products, including this plaster from Waverly. And I'm gonna paint it completely, then I'm gonna dry it, and then I'm gonna grab my bee and I'm gonna glue it to the top like this. And then I'm gonna add a beautiful decal that I made in my Cricut, and it says happy, so be happy. And I'm just gonna place it over here. And after that, we have a beautiful and simple sign to decorate. And look at this. Here you have it, and this one is so cute and so easy. If you blinked, you'll miss it. But here you have it, and it is super cute. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. That's the free way to help your girl out. And remember that in the description box down below, you're gonna find the links to all my social media, so you can go and check me out over there. Hit the subscribe and also hit the bell so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. For DIY number 4, we're gonna make another easy DIY, and I have these coasters that I got from Amazon and the same spray paint, and I'm gonna spray paint them. Here you can see them. They are painted, and I have black felt over here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue them to the black felt just like this with a lot of hot glue, but being careful not to drip it to the sides because it will show. Now I'm gonna glue the other one like that. And then when I glue both of them, I'm gonna start cutting the excess felt from the sides like that. And when I finish with that, we will have a beautiful set of coasters. Let me just finish with this, add a little bit of hot glue here, and then let me just cut the other one so you can see what we're gonna do next. Now that we have them, I'm gonna take some black paint and I'm gonna paint those borders to make them look a little bit more high-end and more beautiful. And after we finish with that, we're gonna remove all of those glue strings that we have here and there. I didn't use my heat tool because this is spray paint and I don't know how it's gonna react, so I decided to use my Cricut tool and remove those glue strings like that. Just taking my time, and the ones that I couldn't remove, I'm gonna go back with my paintbrush and paint them. And here you can see them, and I just love these coasters. But let me know in the comments below what you think about them, because yeah, I'm biased as well and I love them. If you want to buy me some crafting supplies, you will find this link in the description box down below. You don't have to do that. You can support your favorite creator by watching, sharing, and liking their videos. But if you want to buy me crafting supplies, this link, you will find it in the description box down below, and you will get a shout out in my channel. And here you can see all of them together once more, and I'm so in love with this set. It is so beautiful. I just love it. It is a little bit more neutral than the last one that I made yesterday or this morning, but this one, it is super cute. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and remember that this is part of the Spring Bee collab, and you will find the link in the description box down below so you can go and check out what everyone else created. I know you're gonna find lots of beautiful things there. And that's it for today. This is everything I got for you. Let me know what you think of all of them in the comments below. Take care, my beautiful friends. Bye-bye.